Hello, seniors. Today's lecture is on adjectives. Pretty much everything that I go over in this lecture you have seen and heard before from me, and you've seen it in your books as well. But anyway, never hurts to review. So go ahead and just follow along with this video with me before you do your exercises, okay? Adjectives answer the questions which one, what kind, how many, how much, and whose. And adjectives answer these questions about nouns and pronouns. So adjectives always describe only nouns and pronouns, as you know. Most adjectives come before the nouns they modify, and you may have several adjectives in a row describing the same noun. Here's an example. The happy, free-spirited girl was always smiling. Okay, the, happy, and free-spirited are all three adjectives back to back that describe girl, which is your subject. And then if you notice was here is a linking verb, so you do also have a predicate adjective at the end of the sentence here that was links back to girl. Smiling describes girl. Okay. Next slide. If an adjective does not precede or come before a noun, most of the time the adjective will follow a linking verb, as you just saw in the previous example, and describe your subject. The task seemed easy. As you remember, all of your forms of be, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been, can serve as linking verbs. But then you have that other chart of verbs that can serve as linking verbs. Taste, feel, smell, sound, look, appear, become, seem, grow, remain, stay. And these can be action or linking. If they function as a linking verb, remember you can remove the word that's your verb and replace it with an equal sign, which you can here. The task equaled easy. So seemed links the predicate adjective easy back to your subject task. All right, the words a, an, and the. I hesitated to even write these on here. I don't want to insult your intelligence. Just remember that these three words are called articles, and that all three of them are always adjectives, okay? Also, these three are, if you have a series of adjectives that comes before a noun, these are the signal words. They are the first adjectives in a series of adjectives, if you have a series of adjectives that comes before a noun and describes it, okay? Here's an example. The majestic, picturesque sunset just appeared. All right. The, of course, is your article there, and it is followed by majestic and picturesque, both of which describe sunset, your subject. All right, words that usually function as nouns can also be used as adjectives. An example, you have more examples in your book, but an example I'm giving you is the word oven. If you think of the word oven, you're generally thinking of it as a noun, as the thing that your mom or your dad or maybe even you cook your food in, okay? But remember, the farther along we get in grammar, different parts of speech can function as another part of speech. And in this case, a word that is usually a noun can function as an adjective if it comes before a noun and describes it. So oven before cleaner, oven here is an adjective describing cleaner. Okay? If you have a word that is normally a noun, but it's functioning as an adjective, it will usually answer one of your first two adjective questions that we learn, which one or what kind. All right. Adjectives can be compound, okay? You can have more than one word made into one word, and that word functions as an adjective. Usually if you have a compound word that is an adjective, it is hyphenated. But just like nouns that are compound, a compound adjective could be written as two separate words, or it could be two words smushed together looking like one word. Here's an example of one that is hyphenated. The ready -to -eat. So ready to eat is your compound adjective here. Ready to eat food didn't taste that good. Okay, so ready to eat is your compound adjective describing food. Another rule, many pronouns are also often used as adjectives. This is mine. Here's your pronoun this functioning in its probably most often used function as a pronoun. Here it is the subject of your sentence. It's naming something. However, this coming before the word book. This book is mine. Here, the word this functions as an adjective saying which one about book. Which book? This book is mine. And finally, participles, as you know, are verb forms that are used as adjectives. The child slid down the hill. Here, the word slid looks like a verb, and it is a verb. It's the action of your subject child, okay? It's an intransitive action verb. But look at the same word in a different form, but the same word describing a noun and functioning as an adjective. The sliding scale was helpful in our analysis. Sliding is a present participle describing scale, saying what kind of scale, and sliding here is not a verb, it is an adjective participle specifically, okay? And then finally, when you get to exercise B on page 41, you will want to use the chart just to the left of exercise B. The chart is on the bottom of page 40. And if you are unsure what order those adjectives need to go in before your nouns when you're writing them out, make sure that you consult that chart. This chart is something that we've never gone over before specifically, but we have gone over it in other forms, and quite frankly, most of what this chart tells you is common sense if you just put your words in the order in which they would sound right in your head. But again, if you have any questions at all, consult that chart. If you have any other questions, please message me on LMS, or if you have my phone number, you may text me or message me on Messenger if you have me on there. All right. Have a wonderful day.